What is up, everybody? My name is Amethyst. Whoa, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be very different than typical. Typically you wouldn't see my face and I wouldn't have a messy desk and background, but I literally just got home and I turned on the camera and here we are filming this video. I have a couple things that I'm going to unbox and also go over just some things about what's been going on in my life. There has been a lot of rude awakenings for myself, and there are some things that I just felt like I needed to talk about and get the air cleared a bit about my finances and the struggles that I've been dealing with right now. I'm not loving this camera setup. I'm sorry. In fact, this is the desk, so you guys are going to see a little bit more behind the scenes. I've been filming a bunch of WTI videos this morning, so all of the products, basically I film videos of things on Amazon. And I get paid for it. And so I've been filming a bunch of videos of stuff that I have. And so that's why my desk is a mess. Desk is a mess, yep. Desk is a mess. I did want to show you guys, this is what that heart hole punch looks like, remember a while ago? And then this is a little tester envelope that I made for that little booklet that I had, if you happen to remember the last unboxing. Today we're gonna go over why I am bad with my finances, what's been going on, and once again, so I scrambled around today because I couldn't afford rent. I once again did not budget properly, and I had a feeling this was going to happen last week, but I just was severely disappointed anyways. Yeah, it's disappointing to say the very least. So there's been a few things I've been trying to just reflect on, like why do I keep finding myself in the same place? Why do I keep having these financial fails? It is so frustrating and I don't quite, like, there are reasons, right? So I was just trying to figure out what's been going on, and there's some things that I learned about myself that I wanted to share, and just a little bit of like lessons I learned, what's been going wrong, what am I going to do in the future. And this is going to be also like a July goals video type thing. Very different format. Before we get started, I'll unbox this thing. This one is from Amazon. I don't even think oh yeah, it is. Oh, I did get a P.O. box. I will leave it linked down below, or like leave the address down below. I just wanted to put a heads up that I am religion neutral. Like I am spiritual, but like I don't wear the cross or anything like that. So unfortunately, if you leave me something with like a religious symbol, I will not be able to keep it in my home. And then also same thing with like holidays and stuff. I don't celebrate holidays, and I don't decorate for the holidays. So I just want to put that out there if that's something that you guys are interested in giving people. But I was mostly creating it because I am a business and I don't want to put my address on my return label, or on my return address. And also I want to start sending out more Happy Mail myself, just like free of cost, just like random send people letters and stuff. So that's why I created it. But if you are someone who likes to give out Happy Mail, or if you want to do like a little collab, maybe trade products, then let me know and we can talk that out, because I'm more than happy to work with people. I've been doing that a little bit more recently and I really love it. So check out my P.O. box down below, and then my email will also be linked down below if you wanted to create a collab with me. So the first thing that I got was this 3-way corner punch. The point of this is for my Etsy business. I have a corner punch, but it doesn't work super great anymore. It's gotten kind of dull, and I wanted something cute, but was gonna do what I needed it to. So hopefully this works. Ooh. It looks like really durable quality, honestly. And it has 3 sizes, and I love that it's pink, white, and gold. Like, that is just amazing. Okay, so we're gonna use this side right here. Okay, so we got 1. Oh, that didn't work right. Let's try this one again. 2. Okay. And 3. So we've got 1, 2, and 3. So 3 different types of corner cuts. I like it. We'll see how I enjoy using it in the future. So we got that. I don't want to work a W-2 job. I have mulled this over very, very much. I've talked about it in previous videos. I am low income, and a lot of my problems could be solved if I got a W-2 job. 9 to 5, part-time, whatever. I mentally cannot handle it. not built for those jobs. I simply am not. I have, in case you didn't know, permanent back issues from a car accident that I was in a while ago, and until I get into a place where I can start doing physical therapy and chiropractic work, I'm never going to have a back that can handle standing for long periods of time or sitting for long periods of time. I can't do either one. There really is no in between for me. It really sucks. So when I was working at Whole Foods, I would be standing for 8 hours, and I would it was physically so demanding and taxing on my body. And then mentally, I give jobs my all. I give 110% always. I have such a hard time not doing that. And so when I'm working these jobs, I really struggle to put a stop on okay, you are asking too much of me. So eventually it gets to be mentally exhausting as well, because I'm constantly being pulled in all different kinds of directions. And I just know that management simply does not give a crap about their workers. They say they do, but at the end of the day, they are being run by the corporate, and the corporate just wants money. So my best interest is not at heart with these types of jobs, and I cannot handle that. I refuse to let myself be put in those positions again. If that is something that you can do and you are enjoying it, then I think that is amazing, and that is, if that's your path, then I love that for you. For me personally, it's not. I need to be doing my own business. I simply cannot work for someone else. And so although problems will be fixed, at the end of the day, it's going to cause more problems for me, so I'm just not going to do it. So that's one thing that I realized, okay, you know what? No, I'm just not doing any kind of job that's W-2, 9 to 5, whatever. And I also learned that I don't stick to my schedules. I'm constantly scheduling myself to work, and then I just simply don't work those hours. And I realized that that is a pretty prominent issue with myself, and we'll get into more about that later. And then number 3, I broke it all down into 3 categories and then 3 points for each category. But the third thing that I thought about was the fact that I overwhelm myself a lot. I do way too much. I try to throw in all types of Etsy products and all kinds of YouTube crazy YouTube schedules, and I constantly am trying to put myself out there constantly 24/7. It's 1 a.m. and I'll be answering people's messages over on Instagram or on YouTube, and even then I'm still bad at responding to everything, so I just feel like I do too much. I have 5 streams of income, which is insane, and it has been mentally taxing, so I think that is something that I need to also address, is how much I'm overwhelming myself. So those are some things that I've noticed these past few months, and then here are the reasons why I think I didn't make my rent for this month, because with those reasonings I can still make enough money to pay my rent, right? But this is where I think I went wrong this month specifically. And a couple months ago I also ran into the same problem where I was pulling from categories that was not designated for rent to pay rent. And I think it was the same thing. I think number 1, I don't stick to my budget enough. I am low income, so I'm not making a lot of money, but the money that I do make, I sometimes will spend when I shouldn't be, and it's because the money is accessible to me on my accounts. And so what I think I'm going to start doing is figuring out a way to turn off my cards, leave cash at home, just not bring money with me. Bring a card that has a certain amount for an emergency, but not have that money ready to be spent, and just be a lot more specific with how I'm spending my money, and more aware of the fact that, hey, if I'm gonna spend this $7 getting this burger at a fast food joint, then I am going to have $7 left from rent, and just trying to maneuver my mindset on things like that. So not sticking to the budget is probably a really big reason, and another big reason is my spontaneousness. So on a little side tangent, in case you didn't know, I have ADHD. I've talked about it a lot, but I haven't recently. I'm going to open up an Etsy order that I purchased. So as we're talking about me spontaneously spending my money, this was a spontaneous purchase. So I went to Florida. Okay, no, we had ADHD. So ADHD, anyone with ADHD knows that the distractions part of ADHD, what am I trying to say? It's the thing that you're least concerned about when you go to get an ADHD diagnosis and or medication. It is like the last thing on your mind. The distractions part of ADHD is by far not the worst part, and most people with ADHD will agree with me. Not everyone, but most. And with ADHD comes spending problems. Almost every person I've talked to that has been diagnosed with ADHD has also had spending issues. So, and it's also like if you look up and do research on ADHD, which I highly recommend that you do because chances are a loved one that you knows has ADHD. It is a very prominent issue right now. And it's just good to know about things. Oh my god, I'm so excited for this one. But anyways, yeah, I have, the ADHD really affects my ability to stay on budget, stay on track, and not spontaneously spend. That accompanied with a slight, retail therapy issue that I have, which I'm pretty sure I got that from my mom because she's the same way, but, my retail therapy thing is not too bad. It's usually like I go to Dollar Tree and have retail therapy, or I do it like from Etsy and stuff. But anyways, the spontaneousness, I went to Florida as well. So the ADHD is one aspect of spontaneousness, and then another aspect is I've been doing these like spur of the moment trips, and because it's free, I think that it's gonna be fine. So basically my family lives in Florida, and so I will go to Florida to visit, and it's like free lodging, free food, all that stuff is free. But I'm still spending a lot more on gas, and usually I'm spending a lot more on like the food when I drive is like extra $40 both ways, and like coffee and everything. And so I end up spending into budgets that I hadn't allotted that money for, and I don't work for a week. And so I don't think this should be a problem down the line, but now I'm like, okay, as much as I would love the ability to just get up and go on a spontaneous trip to Florida and visit my friends and family, I just can't. I'm not in the position to right now. I hope to one day be, but right now I just can't. So that was something that I recognized, like that was definitely probably my downfall this month was going to Florida. So that was really frustrating when I looked back and was like, okay, you really shouldn't have done that. I had so much fun and I don't regret it, but I am aware that it was probably not the smartest thing to do, and in the future, I'm just not going to do it that much. And then I also don't stick to my schedule like I said before, and that is a big reason because that is me determining I'm not making money. So the other two was like, how am I spending my money? And this one is very much like, because I'm not making enough, I set myself up for failure in the first place by not making enough money, not sticking to my schedule, going out to drive for like 15 minutes and then getting like, okay, all these are trash orders, and then going home instead of just waiting it out a little bit longer. And this past week, I've been a lot better about that, and I'm seeing really good progress. So I know that if I just stick to my schedule, if I treat it like a W-2 job, if I treat it like a job that I can get fired from, then I think I will be a little bit better on that department. So there is that. I'm not sticking to my schedule. Oh my god, I'm like sitting on my legs. Super weird. Oh, ow. Okay, never doing that again. Let me show you what I got here. So these are from an Etsy shop called The Wizard's Vault. They make custom made dice, and I think it's called The Wizard's Vault because in Dungeons and Dragons you use dice for the game, and a lot of Etsy sellers will sell like Dungeons and Dragons dice, which is really cool. So these ones right here, I'm not going to tell you what they were. I got 3 of the large D6 dice, which is like the 6-sided ones, which I'm going to be using for savings challenges. If you watched my last video, actually my last video hasn't gone up yet, but in my savings challenge video, which will go up this week because I'm not going to have a cash stuffing, because this week I'm solely focused on getting my money back, like working and like just getting on track basically, and like putting into place these goals that I have. But I did talk about how I don't have any dice. Like I just don't own any. I never had any games that have any either. So I went ahead and purchased some off of an Etsy seller because I'm really trying to support small more often. So they have an Instagram, which I actually am not following, so I'm gonna have to. These business cards are super cute. So these are the kind of dice that they make. So you can see they have like all the special sized ones. So that's really cool. And then their Instagram is just The Wizard's Vault. Oh, I held it upside down. The Wizard's Vault. Not The Wizard's Vault, just that. They gave me a really cool sticker. Oh my goodness, there are 20 sides to every story. That's actually kind of clever. It is like holographic. That is so cool, actually. I think I'm gonna figure out a way to use this in my budgeting. And This is not what I was expecting, but okay. So they have like a satisfaction guaranteed thing, and it says where to contact us and like all of that jazz. But then on the back, it says we plant one tree for every item purchased. We believe that together we can build a more sustainable future. That's why we've partnered with Trees for the Future to plant a tree for every product we sell. That is so very cool. I'm just reading a little bit more. That is really cool. I love that. I think I might check that out for my business because that's actually a really cool idea. I love that. And now we're going to get into the dice, and they are big. Oh my goodness. First of all, how perfect. It's purple. It is like a wizard's purple. If you know, you know. Like there's just a color purple that just reminds me of like a wizard's cloak, you know, like there's a very specific purple for that. So that's probably why they chose this color. But I love it because amethyst is purple. And oh my god, I might cry. Oh my god. They're so cute. Okay, so you guys know that I have pet rats. And he had like a little critters pack, and you could get a bunch of different critters, and one of them was mice. So these are technically mice, but to me, I'm going to view them as rats because of my pets. And what was really cool is they come in a 3-pack. Excuse my nails, I know they're kind of dirty. So I got 3 dice for my 3 rats. Oh my god, this is so cute. I love this. And of course they've got like the glitter bottom. That is so cool. Oh my god, I love them. Let me try this. They feel a little bit bigger than a typical die. I love it! Okay, hopefully they roll right. Yeah, I think they do. Apparently I'm not good at rolling dice. So exciting! Oh my god, those are so cute. Anyways, let's get back into the end of this video because this video is long. Also, isn't this so cute? My mom bought it for me. I'm a really big Star Wars fan, and I really love like the traditional Star Wars, like the OG 3 are definitely my favorite, but it's Baby Yoda. I do love me some Baby Yoda. He's so freaking cute. Yoda was also one of my favorite characters before The Mandalorian came out, so. And then this is back here. This is my morning coffee, so it is currently like the afternoon. I still haven't finished this one, but this is a TARDIS, and when it gets hot, it disappears on this side and then it appears on this side. So if you know, you know. I'm a sucker for Doctor Who as well, even though I haven't really talked about that much on this channel. So we're gonna get into the goals for July. I have 4. And some of them are just completely off topic too. So the first one is I want to take Tuesdays off. I do not have a day of the week where I can just turn off my work brain, not focus on work at all, and just focus on self-care, myself, my space. I haven't done that in probably over a couple of years. Like even when I'm on vacation, I still am responding to Etsy order messages, I'm responding to YouTube messages and all of that stuff. And although I don't view YouTube like as a job or like as a chore, it is overwhelming sometimes. I'm a very introverted person, and I love your guys' comments, and please don't take this the wrong way because I don't want you to stop commenting, but it is overwhelming for me when I see a lot of comments, the same way that it is when I see that a bunch of people have texted me. So I get overwhelmed by that, and it would be nice to have a day where I don't have to worry about it at all, and for a day where I can just turn off my mind. If I get an Etsy notification, swipe it away. If I get a Mercari notification, which is my resale apps, swipe them away. Just one day to just work on myself, work on cleaning, which is a self-care habit in my opinion. Cleaning, playing with my rats, taking care of my body, all of that kind of stuff. So Tuesdays will be my day off. I really hope that I can make that a thing. I just have such a hard time turning off my work brain, and if I could designate a day to do that, maybe I can get better at it. And then also, I usually have a financial goal. This month's financial goal is simply to make enough for bills. That's it. Nothing special, nothing fancy, no like how much can I make, whatever. Just make enough money for my bills. That is the goal. So we're gonna see about that. And then number 3 is to stick to my schedule. View it as a job because it is. Pretend that there's a manager that I'll get fired or in trouble from if I go home early, and just stick to my schedule for both resale, Etsy, delivery driving, my self-care schedule, all of it. Just stick to my schedule. I'm going to try out a bunch of different types of planning methods this month to see if anything works for me. But yeah, and then do one social thing a week, meaning like hang out with friends, go to a coffee shop, go to someone's house, invite people over. Once a week, I want to have a social interaction with people. I don't do that very often. Again, very introverted, so I avoid those things at all costs, but I know that it's necessary for human health. So I'm trying to, again, also shift my mindset from 24/7 business owner to regular person that deserves like fun things. So I'm trying to figure out ways to do that, and I think that this will be a really awesome idea for me. So those are my 4 goals for the month of July. Very different from my usual ones, but I think that is the point. That is what I'm going to need. So that is all that I have for today's video. I know that it was different, and I appreciate each and every single one of you who have watched till the end of today's video. I'm excited. I think July will be a really cool month for me. But I just need a month to really center myself again. This whole year has been non-stop chaos, just such chaos. Like I could literally cry thinking about it because it's just been so overwhelming, and I've been overwhelmed for 6 months. Like I haven't caught a break. If it's not one thing, it's the other. And even like on vacations and stuff, I get home and I'm just stressed. So I really want to do a reset this month and really try to focus on what am I actually in this for? Why am I doing this? And really to take care of myself and all of that jazz. So hopefully I can do it successfully. Yeah, I feel good about it. I feel good about it. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I know it was a little different. If you're here at the end, please leave me a bow emoji. I would really love a bow emoji. It's like a little present for the month of July. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate you so very much. I really am so grateful. Although overwhelmed, what is it? We are stressed but blessed. So thank you guys so much for blessing me with your support. It really means the world. So thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one.